what I thought would be really useful for us, man, is if we start to like tick off the things that tend to make us relapse, so the kind of triggers that we face. And I thought, you know, if we can do this and kind of draw awareness to these things, we're going to be better off. We're going to have more awareness, we're going to be more conscious, and that's going to help us overcome PMO. And so what I thought I'd start with is alcohol, because alcohol is a good one, man. In fact, I'd probably say alcohol is a great way to get yourself to relapse. Because alcohol, man, it's brilliant. It lowers your inhibitions like crazy, man. You know, it really does. Let yourself think things that you're like, you know, let me do that, let me do this. Oh, it's going to be all right. You know, and with PMO, man, I'm serious. It's not just that PMO is like, oh yeah, might do that. No. Alcohol, man, it makes it like PMO. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. I want to do that. Maybe some cocaine. I want to do that and cocaine. That's what I want to do, right? That's how alcohol makes you think. Because alcohol puts you into a lower state of being. You are not you when you drink alcohol. It's the lower self, man. Okay, and what you've got to do is you've got to become really aware that the chances of you relapsing with alcohol are just incredibly high. This is at least the case for me. This is why I don't drink. I used to drink. But now, man, it's just not really a good thing to include. Because if you include this, you're creating this possibility, this chance of PMO coming back into the picture. And, you know, the next morning, I don't know about you, man, but I remember waking up after a relapse and thinking, you know, how the hell did I manage to do that? I was cool, I was good, I was stable, consistent, and then I drank alcohol, and then where's it gone? Where's my mind gone? You can lose yourself like that with alcohol, which is why I would suggest to eliminate this as a trigger. Now I know, because, you know, alcohol, man, it's in our culture, especially British culture, it's really like normal, right? People, you know, go out on a Friday night, you go out on a Saturday night. But if you're a real motherfucker, you'll take it so seriously that you'll either lower how much you drink, you'll cut it down, you'll drink not too often, or you won't drink as much. Or, if you're like me, you just don't drink at all. Because do you want to be in a lower state of consciousness? I certainly don't. That sucks, to be honest. Right? I can remember trying to be in a higher state on alcohol. In fact, anytime I even, you know, if I'm taking a sip or something, for whatever reason, I do try and kind of use it to mellow myself out, to be more conscious of anything. But really, man, it's not very effective. It's not very effective because alcohol, man, it just doesn't do it. It's not a consciousness raising tool, right? It puts us into a lower state. I think it's a depressant, right? So what I suggest is to eliminate this. If it's a thing for you, man, it was certainly something for me that, you know, if I did, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, man. You know, now it's a choice. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to think about this. But if you remove alcohol, you don't enter these states of mind. Everything is states of mind. What state of mind do you want to be entering into? If you're dead serious, man, you keep this mind space very, very clean. You don't use alcohol. You can, you know, no judgment, man. You can use alcohol and you can have a healthy relationship with it. That's cool. We're conditioned to think alcohol is fine. And it is, you know, there's no real problem with it, man. It's just, do you want to become free from PMO? How important is that to you? If it's really important, you'll take this seriously. But what does happen, and what will happen, is the conditioning, it will come back and like, man, you know, it's just a pint. Just go out with my friends. Just what we do. It's what people do, right? No, not from this perspective. From this perspective, you're becoming a warrior. You're thinking differently. You are becoming a person that is not typical. You're becoming a high consciousness person. High consciousness people, man, they're not normal people. They're people who think deeply, who meditate, who reflect, and who take life pretty seriously because they know how precious it is. My invitation is become one of these guys, or girls. Become one of these people, man. There's going to be a few more of these coming out, these kind of eliminate your triggers type videos. And what I would say is if you do just do these things, if you do just eliminate these main triggers, you're going to make some massive progress, man. You might not be perfect. And there's never an expectation to be, by the way. You know, we're human. But if you do these things, if you eliminate these 4 or 5 triggers that we're going to talk about, one of them being alcohol, which is maybe one of the main ones, you're going to seriously help yourself out, right? You're going to really, really put yourself into a good space, right? People don't tell us to do this. I'm sharing it now because that's what I found that you need to do. So, you know, I hope you found this useful. If you'd like coaching one-to-one, I do offer that. So check out my website. Otherwise, man, good luck and peace.